Okie doke. Apparently I ruffled somebody's feathers saying that our purpose is to become gods. Well, that is what an alchemical circle is all about. The quintessence of a thing, the very best. Noun, apotheosis. Plural noun, apotheosios. The highest point in development of something, culmination or climax. The elevation of someone to divine status or deification. This is what's happening to us. From the Latin, apotheosis, apotheon, make of a god. From apo, from, and theos, God. So we are becoming gods in this magic circle called the Zodiac. The rotunda, this is what I've been waiting on. The rotunda in the Capitol building appeared to represent the apotheosis of George Washington, literally. And so I was really shocked to hear that was being changed. And they have yet to reveal to us this new magic circle they're trying to superimpose on us. But we all have our own magic circle. We are all becoming. As we move through the Zodiac, even if you do it in one lifetime or many lifetimes, you are refining every time. It's distillation. When here in California they do the medical marijuana, and they do an oil that is distilled 15 times to get it to its absolute purest state. And this is what is occurring to us. The Zodiac itself is set up under distillation 3 times. That you move through the process. You move through the mutable cross, the fixed cross, and the cardinal cross, representing all 4 elements of each. This is what this is. Every culture writes about it. Every culture, they set up whole religions around this. And they have you worshiping a divine being that really doesn't exist. The Creator is not a divine being. All things that are in being are within Creator. Creation itself is doing this to us. We are its creation. And we are becoming apotheosis. Apotheosis. Divine light beings we were, and now when we come into this body, we don't have bodies. But while we're in the body, when I drowned it in the water, I was aware that my light body looked exactly like my flesh body. And they were 2 separate entities with 2 separate memories and 2 separate everything. And I was aware that they looked identical. And I wondered, was the light body mimicking the flesh body, or did my flesh body grow up to mimic my light body? I still haven't decided that, but it's like the chicken and the egg. And but the chicken comes out and doesn't look anything like the egg. But our body's like the egg. And we come out of it. We're in it. This is the body and then the spirit. Come along now. Cooperate. There you go. But they're the same being. Here it's showing you male and female. But no, they're identical. right down to the scars and the marks on your body. So I completely get when Thalem, Jesus, walks in and Thomas needs to see the wounds. Because you carry your wounds with you, and you carry your memories. But your gold and your vanity and all that, you can't take it with you. You only take what you learn here. Your memories and your light and your love. You can take your love. Yeah. And if memories have all of you got to take from this world, better start making some good ones. But sitting around on YouTube or television or radio or even being around negative people is a waste of your time. You're going backwards in your circle. That's why we are to associate ourselves with people of like mind. I would say of like heart, because we all have our own damn mind, don't we? But those of like heart. That's why I say it's good to be crazy. Get out of your mind. Get into your heart. And it won't let you go wrong as long as you follow the love that's in your heart. Now, if you got a heart full of hate, I don't even know what to tell you. I've been there. I know what kind of despair that is, and it's no place to be. And nobody could get me out of there but me. So nobody can get you out of there but you. It's the choices we make. Some people go to school and they absolutely love it. I was one of them. Others hated it. They wanted to skip every day, disrupt the class, whatever they could do to stop it. I mean, I knew kids that didn't even call in bomb threats because they didn't want to go to school that day. To the extremes we'll go to when it was the thing you needed all along. And we fight it. You have to look at the circumstances and the events in your life. I don't care if they are good or what you perceive to be bad, and ask yourself, what can I learn from this that I never have to repeat this trial, this quest, this test again? Life can be a great journey, or it can be a living nightmare, and that's a choice that we make. I know I was watching, I want to get this channel right. I want to think it was Jada's channel, but I might be wrong. And they were talking about the little starving children in India and how happy they were. They were all smiling. They all had the biggest smiles on their face, and they were so full of joy, and they loved each other, and they had nothing. And then walk on the streets of a big city here, and all these people with all this gold hanging off of them, expensive clothes and suits and cars. And they don't even talk to each other. They don't even recognize each other on the street. They won't even look at each other. They're just on that cell phone chatting away, walking right on by. Oblivious. They're already in oblivion. They're already there. You're kind of, when they tell you the kingdom is now, it's true. It's just whether or not we decide to walk in it. We make our own lives. Some of us say, I can't, so-and-so, and want to put it off on somebody else. No. You can walk out the door. But I won't have this and that. I know. I done it. You won't have this and that. But you'll have peace of mind, and you'll have a new beginning. Am I telling you to walk out the door? That's your choice. If that's what it takes to get you to where you need to be. Right now, desolation is occurring between these two ages. Between water and air. The water is evaporating into the air as we move from Pisces into Aquarius. That's what distillation is. There's fire. The fire of Aries is under that water of Pisces, heating it up. Even the Native Americans tell you the water is going to boil. And that's what they mean. Most of it's still metaphorical. But we are definitely becoming. You can't take a lot from this world. Take your integrity with you. We don't have much. But don't go and get there on the other side with regrets because you were a coward or you were afraid. You walked in fear instead of love and divine truth. You are a spiritual being having a carnal experience. You are at the carnal veil for a purpose, to become. It's here to change us, to distill us, to refine us, so that we can know apotheosis and become. This is becoming. This is what this word really means. This becoming is apotheosis. All right, if alchemy is not for you, or alchemical astrology, that's fine. I'm not trying to force this on anybody. I don't tag my channel. I don't advertise my channel. I don't run around on other people's channels saying, come to my channel, watch my videos. No, those are who are supposed to be here. They find their way. And those who do not, they fade away. But I will remain, even if there's only one. Even if every video I have ever made only helped one single person, then it was all worth it. Because that's all that matters. Me, myself, I want to take as many out with me as I can. I want as many to know this as possible. I've decided, those of you who are donating artwork, what I'm getting, I'm loving. I would like more, but include in it Thalem's way. There's only one way, Thalem's way, this way. What way is that? Love, that's the only way. It's Thalem's way. The Lamb's way, the Lamb of God. The red words are true. They just changed the names to protect the guilty. The priests wrote this. The very priests that he called, told them their father was a murderer from the beginning. And these would be the priests of Jupiter and Mars. Period. Get to know your alchemy. Make friends with an alchemist, an alchemical astrologer. I hope to learn. I'm very keen on the alchemy. Actually, the astrology part is all relatively new to me. I have been tracing it and chasing it my whole life without realizing it, as I was digging through all of the languages around the world, and they led me to astrology. And I dug through all the art from all over the world, and it led me to astrology. Then I started digging through archaeology, shit in the ground, and it all led me back to the stars. Every bit of it. It didn't matter. Every civilization ever built was built on the fact of as above, so below. And that will never change, no matter what you do, what you think, what you feel, what you say. It's irrelevant. We fight not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities in high places. You don't necessarily have to fight them. You can just become. But it's really because we have free will here. You can fight it and stay here as long as you want. Or you can just let go. You know the ledger. In the ledger is the edge. It's the edge. And frickin' jump. And learn to fly like Neo, I reckon. Apotheosis. One more time. The highest point in development of something. Culmination or climax. Apex. Summit. Purification, the elevation of someone to divine status, deification. So, and this is the time in the golden age. Go get your crown. Get your chakras and your planets in order. Get your alchemy in order. Get your magic in order. If you're standing in the middle of a zodiac and that's your cross, you are the magician. You. The magician stands in the magic circle. I guess, what school did Harry Potter go to? Yeah, we all need some of that, huh? Because we damn sure weren't taught it. We have all this energy, and we're these magical beings, and we don't have a clue how to wield it, what to do with it, what its purpose is, how it works. Nothing. Got to start with that table of elements, though. And all of that is perfection. Even the numbers assigned to them are for a specific reason. It's actually a key to a code. But that's another video for another day. Right now I'm sticking with the language of the birds. I don't want to confuse anybody at all. So one topic at a time. Apotheosis. Yes, we are becoming gods. So you know what? Time to start acting like one. And not one of these asshole, revengeful gods of fire either. Let's don't do that. Let's be benevolent. Actually, I was fixing to end this video, but it occurred to me a thought I had earlier that literally brought tears to my eyes. I didn't realize what I said. That us collectively as a people could shine like a star. We could have star force, star power in creation. That we really could do that if we combined all of our lights as we apotheosis. And I almost got a rebuttal. It was like the earth was saying to me, no, I'm his star, I'm his wife, I'm his star. And it recalled to mind something someone had said to me before about the earth is becoming a star herself. And I really thought that ridiculous at the time. But now that I'm further along in the understanding of alchemy and that the planets themselves are becoming, well, of course, she's his wife. She's in the middle of the circle. The zodiac doesn't fall around the sun. It falls around the earth, not the moon or the sun. They all circle around her. She's at the center of the magic circle, of our circle that we're in. It may appear that the sun is in the center of our solar system because the earth goes around him. But as we observe the sun against the backdrop of the constellations, he circles her. So yes, even the earth is going through apotheosis as the bride of the sun. How about that? And we're all invited to the wedding. Are you going to go? Get your light clothes on, 'cause you'll need 'em. Or will you be naked and dressed in darkness? Which, funny, the word snake is, if you got snaked, it's the knowledge of naked. You rip that S off the front because it's a symbol that means wisdom. Almost every word with an S in front of it, you can rip it away and decipher the meaning of that word. The wisdom of what? The wisdom of naked. And what did the snake do? The serpent gave them the fruit, and their eyes were open, and they knew they were naked, or they knew they were the snake.